Coder Fairy.
Coder Fairy.
Coderfairy.com. Automate it with AI.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to go and install Python and get it set up with the GPT-3 model with OpenAI. Here's a couple examples of what OpenAI can do. So if you type in the text prompt, "Why is the sky blue?" it gives you a short response. What's 5 times 5? It says 5 times 5 is 25, so it's pretty good at math too. List 10 interesting facts about pythons. I thought pythons would be good because we're going to set up Python today. So it's pretty cool how it gives you all 10 facts. Write a long, detailed story about pythons entering a talent show. So it's going to get cut off at 256 tokens, but if I expand it, it would have went a little bit longer. We could try to refresh it, regenerate it, and let's see if it gives us a little longer of a story. It's shorter. We could always hit enter, and it'll give us more information. We could also ask questions. What's the lesson of the story? It gives you a lesson if there is one. Sometimes it doesn't. What's the twist? What's a good title for this story? Python's Win Talent Show or Underdog Story. So that's just a couple things that you can go and do with stories. Here, you can ask more advanced questions. Here it says, write a long essay about simulation theory. Simulation theory is a theory of mind. So it talks about some pretty complicated stuff. But here it gives you an example. And just like we did in the Python story, we can ask it additional questions, and then it knows all of this other text above. And if you want, you can generate it again for different results. You can either delete all of the text on the screen and then click submit again, or if all of this text is still highlighted and you don't type another question, then you could go and click regenerate, and it'll give you something new. It'll usually give you more creative things if the temperature is greater, like closer to 1, or it'll give you more facts and less creative things if the temperature is 0 or closer to 0. And here's something new. This is still in beta, but this is the Code DaVinci 002 model. This allows you to go and type in questions or instructions, rather, to go and create applications. So here you can go and type in, I'm telling it to write a Python script, and then I'm giving it 7 different tasks. So create a form, create a button, a text input. When you click the button, search for Google based on whatever the user typed in the text, and then add a Google logo, make everything pretty colorful, and then save the results from the Google search onto a text file on your computer. You can make this pretty long. I set the temperature down to 0 because I just want a precise answer and not a creative one. I just want it to give me the results. I'll click on submit. And sometimes it gives you the Python code. Other times it doesn't. It's still in beta and they're still working on getting it better. So like right here, it's just giving me back gibberish. At least it's a comment. But let's see over here. It does import this package, which is used to design the GUI. Here it creates a method that says search Google. It even adds comments. It says, this method opens Google Chrome and searches for the user's text. Here it looks like it's getting the text box. It opens up Google, and then it passes in the search text. So that's pretty cool. It seems like it generated a lot of the good code that gets this stuff done. but it looks like it stopped at 5, 6, and 7. It did not complete. Okay, so next up, I'm going to show you how to sign up with OpenAI. You just go to openai.com, click on the API link at the top, and click on sign up. And you can just click continue with Google, or you can sign up with your email address. After you sign up, you can log in, and then you'll have access to the GPT-3's completion mode model. So after you log in, then you just click on Playground, and then you could choose your models here. Text DaVinci, it's the most expensive one. I think it's 6 cents per 1,000 tokens, and a token is like 4 characters about. And each one below is a little less expensive. Ada is the least expensive, and it's 1,000 times less expensive than DaVinci. Ada and some of the other ones, they're really good for creating lists or creating easy to do tasks, where DaVinci can do everything that the other models can do, plus it's super creative. So I like to go and use DaVinci to generate stories or generate articles, or if I have like a complicated question, I'll go and ask DaVinci. If I want to save a little bit of money, or maybe I'm developing an application that's a little bit simpler and I just want to go and list the top 100 breeds of dogs, or give me a list of like 50 colors, text Ada should be able to do that, and it's pretty inexpensive. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is generate the API. You can go to Personal, click on View API Keys, and then you can click on Create New Secret Code, and then copy that code. Now go to the Python project files, and then open up this OpenAI API key, the text file. And where this text is, you just delete everything here, and then you just paste in the key, and then save it. Now your Python script will automatically pick up this text file and your API key for OpenAI. Okay, so now we're going to begin installing Python. And we'll also install Visual Studio Code. Download Python. It's python.org. Go to downloads. It looks like it's download this first one, and then install this. I already installed it, but just follow the prompts and it will go and install all the different files. So you can go and use Python with Visual Studio Code. Next up, we're going to download Visual Studio Code. Code.visualstudio.com for Windows 11. Okay, so we get VS Code, the user setup. So just open this, and then you install Visual Studio Code. I also already have Visual Studio Code installed, so let's go and open it up. Now, this is the first time that I just installed it, so I didn't add in any plugins or packages or anything. So the first thing, you have to go and make sure that it's trusted. So it looks like it already is. If it's in restricted mode, you can simply just click on trust, and then it allows you to go and run Python scripts. Next up, let's see if I can figure out how to go and switch the color. This dark color hurts my eyes a little bit, so I'm going to switch it back to light. Okay, this looks pretty good. And then I'm going to download, click on extensions on the left, and then let's download, okay, let's install Python, this package. We need this. You have to do this after you installed the python.exe. After that application or those files are installed, then you can install the package here. When you install Python, it's automatically going to install Jupyter Notebook and this other thing. If you get a Windows Defender firewall to pop up, just allow access. And then there's a ton of other packages that you can go and install. Here's the popular ones. I might install a bunch later, but the most important one for now is it's called Pip Manager, and install that. Now, the Pip Manager extension, that allows you to go and install additional packages. So I'll show you how to install packages. It looks like it finished installing. So let's go to the Pip Manager extension. It now appears down here at the bottom left. So now if you go and click here, just type in what package you want to install and then you click it. So if you navigate to the Python project files folder and open up the .py file, and let's see, we want to always open this with Visual Studio Code. Yep, I trust it because I wrote the script. So now what we have to do is import all of these packages. In the next video, I'll explain how to go and set this file up so you can go and just talk with your audio, just speak to OpenAI, and you can ask it a question like, "Hi, why is the sky blue?" And then OpenAI will go and return the response through audio. Okay, so let's go and install some of these packages. The OS, I believe it's installed by default. Most of these packages, you could just type in the exact name. Like if we typed in play sound. Well, there, play sound, the most recent version is all the way at the top. So you can go in and click that. py-dub. I'll install that. And I don't think you have to install this because I think when you go and install py-dub, it'll go and install the playback one as well. But we'll see in a second. If it installed, it'll get rid of the red squiggly lines underneath. Let's install some of these other ones. OpenAI, ZMQ, and sound device. So I don't know if I have to type the whole thing in or just the first word. So I could try this if it doesn't work. So there's wave file. I'm going to type in the first one, see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll add the package wave file and Wavio. Okay, and then we also need our Google Cloud, the text to speech and speech to text. So it's Google Cloud dash text to speech. I'm going to write that down so you'll have it. Package name, Google Cloud So let's install this. And then there's one more. I think it's just called Speech or Google Speech or something. Okay, Google Cloud dash speech. Here's a Google Speech, but I'm pretty sure it's this API at the top. Google Cloud Speech. Okay. There's also one other note for play sound. For some reason, it does not, the latest version 1.3 does not work. So this is the only one that you need to install the second to latest version, and then it'll prevent the error. If you're just opening this, again, it's the Pip Manager down here. Right click on Play Sound 1.3, pick version. Now a window is going to pop up in a second, and you can click 1.2.2 to install a version that works. All of the other packages, they all work right out of the box with the latest version. So it looks like it's installing the last package, Google Cloud Speech. Okay, and it's all finished. I'm just going to go to my JSON file and copy over my API key. And I'm just going to overwrite. This version actually has my Google Cloud API key in there. So I'll replace the destination. And if you open up this Google Cloud API JSON file, then all of the details are in here. I'm just covering up some of the stuff. Before we go and run this, I just want to make sure that the folder is set to the correct folder. So if you click over here on Explorer, you can open up a folder. That way it can go and reference this file. Basically, it can go and reference all of these files here. These 5 files. And you don't have to type in the full path. Like, see, you don't have to do that. So if we open folder, let's go to Python project files. So you have to go and save the file. Yes, I trust my own script. So it closes the file. Now you can access all of your files over here. So I'm going to open up the Python script. Let's go and run this. I hit F5 to run it, and you can hit enter or click on Python. What's vitamin D? So I'm not sure if I have my system volume on, but I did just go in here. I spoke this, it picked this up. What is vitamin D? And then the audio responded with this. So this was passed into OpenAI as the prompt. And then this was returned from OpenAI as the response. And it looks like we're all set up. So thanks everyone for watching. And if you didn't go to it already, check out www.coderfairy.com. I'm going to put all of these scripts and a whole bunch of other cool AI stuff on this website. And it's Coder Fairy, Coder AI. Okay. Be sure to check out the next video. See you later.
Coder Fairy.
Coder Fairy. Coderfairy.com. Automate it with AI.